Hello, beautiful, blessed souls. Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul-loving tribe and vibe. A little bit about myself, Brainy Twin Gemini. I'm a highly empathic soul. Been writing in a journal since I've been 10 years old. Over the course of my life, I've had visions. I've been able to channel energy. Yeah, since the ripe age of 10 years old. I'm a twin flame in physical essence of each other. After going through a physical separation, I channel everything in a journal every day, and I strictly flip the cards out of my own entertainment purposes. This channel is about the law of attraction, power of suggestion, spiritual health, growth, and naturally the messages from Worldwide Twin Flame Collective. So that was a mouthful. So what I'm going to do, and first and foremost, I want to just always thank you so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments. It truly, truly does warm my heart. And I appreciate and love you all so much. So the last 24 hours, there's been some strange kind of energy. Just to give you insight, I get up at about anywhere from 3:30 to 5 each morning, and I get these very obscure messages and channeling of energy. And today, I don't know why, I'm just feeling like there's some negative thoughts out there. I don't know. Many twins are highly empathic, and if you're around negative aura, then you naturally take on that negative energy like a sponge. It's almost like the negative aura is looking for that empathic person because they're always high vibing, and they just want to, they're like energy vampires, and they just want to steal your energy, and then you get left with this negative thought process or this thought pattern. And yeah, it's as an empath, it can be physically exhausting and physically and emotionally draining when you're around this negative aura. So I don't know where that's coming from. I have root chakra again. There's some, I know this sounds strange, but some digestive issues. And so that may be an indication that your root chakra is blocked. There may be some anxiety, another indication that your root is blocked. I have the numbers that I've been seeing are 444. They've been coming like crazy, and 1111 and 717. And for the last couple of weeks, I've felt this beautiful energy. It's push and pull energy, and I feel like there's a massive shift in the universe, and the masculine, or whoever the runner is in this beautiful connection, is moving closer to the DF in the third dimensional world. So it's beautiful. And lastly, I have this inner child coming out again, and there, I don't know if it's for one or for both twins. There was trauma, childhood trauma, and it stole your innocence, and you internalized this trauma, and you internalized it because that was your mechanism for survival. And I feel like the masculine energy had severe trauma and or feminine energy. I'm primarily channel masculine energy, and they internalize this trauma in order to survive their childhood, their adolescent, into adulthood, and they're healing that. So it's beautiful. And lastly, for the remainder of the month of August and future months, I will be providing one channeled digital message at the end of the month for any new subs, or if you comment, and the winner will be announced at the end of the month. And lastly, check out our new website. The link is in the comments section. There'll be new content every day for you to read. It's about, temple health, soul health, and twin flame collective energy. So that's what I have. So much more written in here, just to give you an inclination. There's this date, and yeah. So as I said, I strictly flip the cards out of my own entertainment purpose. It's They always resonate with the journal and the energy that I'm channeling. Been channeling energy, honestly, as a child. I've had so many visions that have come into fruition. I don't even want to go there, but there's a lot. So what I generally do is I flip 4 cards, 4 being my birth number, what is in the masculine's heart space as of the moment. And let's do this one more time. And I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. If it's 4, I'll take it. No. Yes, thank you. I cannot believe this. Sorry, there's certain things like I just specifically leave out of my journal because I'm always curious if they'll come out. I'm gonna ask for, so this is what's in their current heart space. 1 card, please. Okay, this is beautiful. This is what's in their current heart space. So I've got these 2. I feel like they resonate with one another. The divine masculines coming in to make an offer. That offer can just be something as simple as a text saying, hey, how's it going? But I strongly feel this energy. And thank you to all of you who put comments in when you do receive communication. Keep the vibe high on the channel and share, please share. And I meant to ask, sorry folks, if any of you would be so kind as to put a testimonial on my new website, that would be beautiful. Just put a comment in and we'll hook up on how we can arrange that, but I would greatly appreciate it. So the divine masculine is going to make an offer, and they're prepared to come in and make an offer. It's like I said, it's some very obscure energy right now. They know they're the divine masculine. They know that you're divine feminine. They've come to the wisdom. They've come to the knowledge. They've come to the truth of all of this. And a lot of it has to do with their faith. They trust in faith, in their faith, and their faith is keeping them binded. But they're definitely coming in and making an offer. I love this so much. Ego. I have this written in my journal today, specifically ego. Ego is, unfortunately, it runs this connection and the nemesis of your mind and where the mind can wander to. And that's your ego. And ego wants to interfere with this love, but the divine masculine is overcoming the ego. They're dealing with some trauma. They're dealing with some stuff that's resurfacing from their inner child, but they're healing that ego and they're disseminating the ego. And they're trusting the faith, their heart, their inner guide. And they're basically saying, screw you, ego, I'm done. I'm done with you because all you're doing is stealing my peace, and I love it. And this offer is coming at the most divine right time. So again, just a messenger here. Beautiful, beautiful message. I'm so happy for all of you, for you that are doing the soul work. You start as soul infancy, and then you graduate to soul child, and then adolescent, and then adult, I don't know, and then you just become this spiritual guru. But the knowledge, the wisdom, and the guidance is always provided because of the faith and the love you have in your heart. So different type of message. And Divine Feminine, you have no idea how much you help the masculine energy heal. You've done things for this blessed soul that nobody could do. your love, unconditional love and forgiveness has healed them from severe trauma that stole their innocence from them as a child. So good job. Oh yeah. Okay, so this keeps coming out. Whatever you're doing, feminine energy, your beautiful, loving soul, you're forgiving, you're loving unconditionally without ask nor condition. The masculine can feel love around constantly. Fabulous. You, like I said, you're helping them in ways you don't even realize. You mean the world to me. Absolutely. It's a love unexplained. And I really don't, and if this is truly your twin, you know, you can relate. Again, what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. Kindly just pack away what doesn't resonate. Yeah, so you mean the world to me. I see other people in you. So right now, the universe is almost coming down and slapping. I'm going to say both. And everywhere the masculine goes, they see you like, oh, they is that my twin? It looks like my twin. It's like everywhere, the eye color, the hair color, the features, the body language, everything. Everywhere they go, there's a reminder of you there. And that can be the universe slapping the masculine energy to say, okay, come on, it's time. It's divine time to move forward. At the end of it all, we all have free will. And sometimes I'm scared it's too risky. Why? Because there's still that ego there of that fear of rejection. You love each other so much, and like as I said, it's unexplained. So sometimes the ego wants to interfere. That's that negative thought pattern. Or when I go and physically talk to them or physically come back to them, they're just going to reject me, and I don't know if I can handle the rejection. Just if you have that push and pull energy, which I feel some of you do, many of you have that push and that pull and that magnetic pull towards your twin. Just trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust your inner guide, have faith. And call out to your faith, whatever you believe in, and to get that wisdom. It's just like when I went to my twin, I had that push and pull, and it was driving me insane. And I finally just said, you know what? If he says no, he says no. But at least I have closure and that peace within. And by the grace of God, he didn't. And we're together today. So beautiful, beautiful message. If they could say anything to the feminine energy, what would it be? Just energy. This is a soul connection, and it's outside of flesh, bone, and body. So I'm going to ask for 4 cards. Aww. So this is, if they could say anything. If it's 3, I'll take it, and it is. So here are these cards, and there's huge self-worth issues with the masculine energy, primarily because of this childhood trauma in the 3D world. And if you look at this picture, it's a 4-leaf clover, but when they look at their shadow, there's only 3 leaves. And when they came into your physical essence, whatever form it was, whether it be chatting online or you came into the physical essence of each other in the 3D world, there's always this self-worth. Am I worthy of this love? They're too good for me. They're too good for me, and they're working on that self-worth. They're overcoming that ego. Ego is self-worth. That's the nemesis of the noise of the mind, and they're looking at themselves in a more positive shadow, because this is a shadow. But they want you to know that they struggled with their self-worth. And that was one of the primary reasons why they left this relationship, because they never felt that they were good enough for you. However, they're overcoming that in the 3D world that we're living in. Some, however, have denial, and they're still fighting with that feeling of worthiness, and they still are denying the self-love for themselves, and they're denying the unconditional love, and they're allowing the ego to win. It's not purposeful, divine feminine. It's a journey, and we travel at different times, at different paces, in different ways, and there's no right or wrong way on this journey. And they fear, it's so complex that they're scared. They feel like you're going to deny them. There's some of them are just in complete denial mode. They will overcome. They want you to know that they're struggling with their self-worth, and it's nothing to do with you. Some of them are just in this battle with their ego, with their self-worth. Some of them have disseminated the ego, and they feel worthy, and that's because you, beautiful feminine, have helped them see who they are, and their soul richness is what I want to say, and infinity possibilities. This is one thing that I wrote down, and I was meditating earlier. Infinity possibilities is a different meaning today. Why? It's the energy that I'm channeling. So 3D is third dimensional, and if you're in, so this is Earth, and then infinity is the universe. There's a lot of talk about 5D, fifth dimension, ascension, telepathic communication. Did you ever wonder what happened to 4D? Twins that come into each other accelerate that spiritual growth, that awakening, and you surpass 4D altogether and go into the fifth dimension. And 4D does exist, but it's never spoke about in the twin flame dynamic. There's infinite possibilities. We're just a speck in the universe, and we are all one. And it's the masculine energy is coming to the wisdom of the possibilities, and awakening to the possibilities, and realizing that it's infinity. There's no end, and there's no end to the love. So that there's a little bit of a struggle right now, but honestly, it's just part of the process. They know who they are. They want to make an offer. They're disseminating ego, and some of them are just fearing it. This keeps coming out. It's not a coincidence. Okay. I'm an effing mess. I don't like to swear, sorry. Yeah, some of them are a mess right now because they're scared, and they're trapped in the ego and their negative thought pattern. There's some, like I said, you're both highly empathic, and sometimes you're just a sponge for just negative aura, and then you get caught in this vortex of negative thoughts, and they're a mess. And also too, feminine energy, they're scared. This love is so intense, so deep, so raw, so vulnerable, that they want to move forward so desperately, but this ego keeps interfering, and with this rejection and this denial, and it's confusing, And they're a bit of a mess right now. But believe me, if it's meant to be in divine time, it will be. And I feel like it will be very, very soon. You are my best friend. This keeps coming out. It's somebody's not hearing it, or you stumble across this when when you're meant to. Nothing is a coincidence. The masculine energy wants you to know that you're their best friend. They've never been able to, I don't know, fully share. They've shared some of their deepest, darkest secrets or trauma or with you that they've never shared with anybody before. They're working through some of that trauma right now, and they trust you infinitely. They, for some reason, they just feel comfortable talking to you about things they've never felt comfortable talking about to anyone. I dream of you. There's dreaming going on. I have this written down. Sometimes I should just read some of the stuff that comes out of my journal. There's dreams, but and I meant to say this earlier. They're dreaming of you, and you're not recognizable in their dreams, but they know that you're twins. And what I would suggest is, especially if you get up between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., put both feet on the ground. What is your thought pattern at that moment? Write it down. Your spirit messenger guides are very powerful at that time in the morning, and your dreams are communicating, and the masculine energy is dreaming of you constantly. the frequent dreaming, the 717, is a precursor of physical separation ending. And now I'm the bad guy. So feminine, whoever this resonates with, resonates. As I said, not everything's going to resonate. Negative thoughts, transference of energy, it's natural. I know when I was on this journey of physical separation, even though it's truly an illusion, you're always separated energetically. I couldn't stand my twin. I went into these like terrible bouts of I can't stand him. He's an asshole. Why is he doing this? You're in physical separation for one reason, and that's to heal oneself, each other, awaken, and spiritually graduate, I guess is the best way to put it. Very good message. Be careful of your thought process. Get back to that unconditional love and forgiveness. Keep the faith in your heart. Sometimes, this is what I have written down, you come to each other in whatever form you come to in the 3D world. And it's like, if you suffered severe trauma as a child, it's almost like fate wants you to experience true, vulnerable, and uninhibited, I guess, love, because you're deserving of it. Because of this trauma as a child, it stole your innocence, and you internalized, and for survival. And God, divine, whoever, brought you to this beautiful love, but then took it away in the 3D world. Why do you think that is sometimes? It may be because it's a test of your faith. And you always had that faith when you were going through these traumatic events in your life. So I feel sometimes it's a test. So what's the overall energy? I'm going to ask for 2 cards. And I'm going to ask for 1 card, please. I cannot believe this. We were just speaking of the 5D connection. Very, very, the masculine and feminine are they're very powerfully connected in 5D. Specifically, and more specifically in dreams. This is a complex journey. It's a soul journey. When your body is in sleep state, you sometimes travel astral projection, and you come to each other at a soul level, which is so much more complex than the human brain can comprehend. but the heart chakra, it has such power, and it activates parts of your soul and your consciousness, that you have this recollection of being somewhere when you get into awake state from dream state, if that makes any sense. I don't know where these messages come from sometimes. And Kundalini activation, it starts at the root, goes to the crown. You're both triggering that Kundalini, that chakra activation. It's most beautiful. There's no right or wrong way. It doesn't have to start at the root. It doesn't have to start at the crown. It can start wherever you need that cleansing the most. So very beautiful self-love. I think some of you need some reminder. I have this written down in here too. It's just crazy. Self-love affirmations. You're worthy. Love yourself first, always. And once you have that love for yourself, you radiate love towards others. Some of you are struggling with this self-worth right now and self-love. You are worthy. Your soul is rich. Spiritual fitness equates to soul richness. And just love yourself. Some of you need a reminder. You're beautiful. You're worthy. And you're just a goddess or a god, a princess, princess. Sacred union. This is a sacred union. This is a soul, twin soul. What is a twin soul? I don't know. There's no right or wrong answers. There's a lot of knowledge out there. I feel like it is your soul navigating for much of your life as early as a child. And maybe this trauma, I have no idea. Looking for the other half of your soul. And when you come together, it's a sacred union from the moment, well, even before you're born. It's souls are eternal. So when you come, I feel like in physical essence of each other, there's that sacred union, even though it's already predisposed, maybe even thousands of years. Who knows? I'm not an expert. I don't know if there is any expert out there, to be quite honest. It's just one's journey. And what is the overall energy? I cannot believe this. I really, truly cannot. I cannot believe this. Okay, so I started this with my journal, and I have specifically written there, negative thoughts get no results. I don't feel it's through any fault of your own. Sometimes we're just in a low vibration, and that there's negative aura that surrounds us, and you automatically get pushed into that negative thought. And it's, believe it or not, it's ego. So other people's hyper-inflated ego and their negativity gets you into that negative mindset. So please try and ground your energy. Get to a place of unconditional love. Meditate, breathe. And that's just for some. I have the desire to see the world with you. I feel like you both do. You manifest this without even knowing it. And I just feel you're very strongly connected in dream state and unconsciousness, awakened consciousness. I know it's confusing, but I'm awake and confused about all of this. So this is a journey of, it's a soul journey, it's a spiritual journey, it's you're meant to awaken, and you're meant to awaken each other. Like, come on, get up now. You've been sleeping now. It's time to awaken. And there's so much that comes with a spiritual awakening. And it's scary. It's extremely scary because it's not voluntary, it's forced. And I can hear and feel you so strongly. So very, very powerful connection right now in 5D, and the masculine wants to come and make an offer in the 3D. They're scared of rejection. So that's the Twin Flame Collective message today. And today these ones have been calling out to me, so I am going to, they were calling out to me when I was writing my journal. It says use these today. So these are the wisdom cards, wisdom oracle, as it relates to Twin Flame Collective energy. And I'm just going to call out for 4 cards. I feel like some, again, not all, you know, not everything's going to resonate. Just take what does. Need some wisdom, because some of you are stuck maybe in your ego and that negative thought pattern. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm going to ask for 4, and if it's 4, I'll take it. It's not. I'll ask for 4 cards, please. Too many. They're just flying out. I haven't used them for a while. Thank you. If it's no, I'm gonna ask for 2 cards. Sorry, folks. Sometimes it just takes time. 2 cards. They're just crazy. Okay, so I have a leg up. Go to the sea. No place like home. Happy, happy. This, how I resonate this, and again, there's no right or wrong. It's how the message speaks to you. Is this leg up is getting to helping you, and it's just getting this leg up and getting away from this negative thought pattern, and just getting that leg up. Like, I see this little cub getting up on the mother and or father and I just feel like you need to do what's good for you. You need to get back to that self-loving you, and get back to that nurturing, loving energy. Go to the sea, number 7. I feel like if some of you need to ground some of your energy, water is soothing, water is beautiful. Just go by the water, and it just radiates such a good positive energy. And if you're close to water, just get out there for 5 minutes and you'll get back to your happy place. And, you know, and that self-love, and meditate while you're by the water, by the sea, wherever you are. And there's no place like home. And how I resonate this is number 50 is when you came to each other, you felt the sense of peace, harmony, and like you were home. And the navigation, or how you navigated through your life before you came into your twin, you had this sense of no belonging, I guess. Like you blended, but you didn't belong. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But when you came into each other, you felt like you were home after a long journey of searching for each other in the sacred union that you both shared together. So that's what I have for you today. Tough, a little bit tough sometimes. They're a little bit tough. you know, the negative energy, but overall positive, because there's an offer. The divine masculine wants to give or come in with an offer, but they're just a little scared. It's natural, right? You love each other so much, and you've been preparing for this for however long you're meant to prepare for, and it gets scary when you get closer. It's important right now to take a step back and spend time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now's the time to give to yourself self-love. Negative aura. I don't know. I keep coming back to this. So if you can, try and stay away from the drama. Meditate. Go to the sea and love you unconditionally. And you will bring and radiate love and bring that love back to yourself. And lastly, we have another loving message. And I'm going to ask for one message. It's kind of a longer message today. One card, please. Thank you. Try to look at things from a feeling level. What is your heart saying? If you look at life purely through logic, you will always get to a point where it seems to make no sense. True wisdom and understanding reside in the heart. Exactly. Negative thoughts, nemesis of the mind, poison, noise. Get to your wisdom truly does reside in the heart. And when you get back to that loving heart space and unconditional love and meditation and self-love, the wisdom will come to you always. So that's what I have for you folks. Again, if any part of this video resonates, kindly hit the thumbs up, notification bell, subscribe, comment. We love to hear your comments. Have a super day, folks.